Okay, so Steve Jackman, this is your car.
It is.
Looking resplendent in its red colour. Tell us a bit about your car.
Well, I've had it for 4 years. It started off as a bulk standard car, and then it's had 7 evolutions now. So it's basically an MGTF underneath and an MGF on top. So it's got coilover suspension. Nothing's been done to the engine at all, so it's exactly as it was. So yeah, it's been extensively modified. So it's roughly 920 kilos with the roll cage. Like I said, it's got an MGTF subframe underneath. It's had nothing done to the engine, but it's got cold air induction. It's got TT Performance race exhaust on it, which is the straight through one, and it's had the ECU remapped by Source, but everything else has been done myself. The whole car's been rebuilt by me. Obviously it's got race seats in it, there's no carpets in it, it's got a race steering wheel, but more importantly it's got no ABS now, it's got no servo in there at all, so there's no powered brakes, no power steering. It's got electronic switch gear, also electronic gauges as well, because they're way more accurate than using the analog ones. The interesting part is underneath the bonnet, believe it or not.
Okay, now we don't have an engine under here, so let's have a look and see what we've got under here.
For those that are an MGF owners will expect to see a lot more than that. So so the wheel arches and the tyre wells all been cut out. As you see, there's a huge amount of weight removed because the servo's gone, the ABS is gone, the shelves that held that, all the cowlings have been removed as well. I've flat bottomed the bottom with aluminium to get a bit of aero. Believe it or not, the wheel arches are actually made of plastic. It's a pub Corex sign. I run a pub, so where I can use stuff and save money, I have.
Right.
All the brake lines have been replaced. But pretty much the car, when it got rebuilt, everything was new when it was put on. So it's new suspension. Even the subframes were sent off and powder coated, so they're like new. Wiper motor, the clutch master cylinder, slave cylinder, brake cylinders have all been new. This is, I think, the only MGF that has 4-pot calipers and 15-inch wheels. Normally you can't get them on, but I've managed to get them on by spacing them out as well.
Right.
So yeah, so the bonnet's fiberglass, the boot's fiberglass. It's super light. It's 161 horsepower. I haven't done anything to the engine. However, next year I'm putting a 160 engine in with a port and polished head, and I'm hoping to get 180 horsepower at 900 kilos.
And you campaigned this last year?
I did, yeah.
Quite successfully, I believe.
I won the MGF register. I won Class 3. I think I was 3rd in the Southern Championship, and I think I was 4th or 5th in the Nationals. So, and that was my first time with the MG Car Club, and only my 3rd year of competing. So this is now my 4th year. I'm currently leading the Southern Championship, and I think Kevin Lahart is winning the MGF Championship with Rob behind the two of us. So yeah, we're doing quite well this year. The car's brilliant. It's taken me 4 events to get used to the brakes, because obviously there's no power brakes.
Yeah.
So you keep thinking they're not working. It's not they're not working, you're just not pressing hard enough. So now it's on the button, handles beautifully, steers beautifully. The driver's just got to get used to it now. That's the thing with this one. Yeah.
Plans for the future?
The engine change, so get that more horsepower out of it. Apart from that, everything else I'm really happy with. So suspension steering is brilliant. So it is just get that engine out, put another one in with a little bit more power to it, and another remap for the ECU. It's sort of mapped for road, and I really need it mapped for racing. Yeah, so I need it run rubbish when it's on tick over and beautiful flat out, whereas at the moment it does both of them quite happily.
Great.
So yeah.
Have you been out today on the track?
Yeah, I've done 2. I'm beating Rob by a good 3 seconds at the moment, so that's good, but I think he's just being over cautious at the moment. Yeah. Plus he has to drive his home, whereas mine gets trailered, so I don't have to be as cautious as him. So
no, that's true.
So yeah, but as long as we don't keep getting the rain, we should have a good afternoon.
Right. Get a bit slippy out there if you do get the rain today.
Yeah, I think I'm 11th at the moment out of everybody. So cool. Winning our class and 11th overall at the moment. So see if we can get that up a bit.
Thanks, Steve, for showing us around your
thanks for the interview.
Sprint car, I guess, is it?
It was built for Hillclimb.
Hillclimb is sprint car.
But yeah, it does sprint. But primarily the brakes are set for Hillclimb rather than sprints.
Fabulous. Thanks very much, Steve.